Oh, hello. So, France is under Spain now. And is in a bit of a tussle. Tussle? Tussle. Wow, Europe's having some issues. Brandenburg's invading Lithuania against the Spanish Great Empire. I don't know why Austria's in on this. Oh, they're allied with Lithuania directly. Whew. It's gonna be a terrifying Spain. Luckily they're my rival, I guess. Okay. Let's make sure I'm not muted here. Nope. Good. Everything's great forever. Of all the things they could have done with their few years of the mandate left, expand palace bureaucracy. What are they developing? I guess Beijing is probably like 70. 44. Only 44. Only develops 12 times. Well, alright. Let's see, let me think about where I'm at. Just refresh myself a bit. I'm 100 less than my force limit. Ugh. Making a good chunk of cash. Are all my troops here? Every one of them. Ah, jeez. They got the good forts. And probably all the way around, too, because it's Ming. That's not garrisoned. That's good to know. Okay, they're not garrisoning off of things that aren't on their border. Well, not for the most part. Not garrisoning a lot of stuff over here, so actually a quick attack. I could probably grab some land from their rear. Ha! I should probably change the title here. Chinese keyboard will come in handy. I'm about to get advanced CBs. I have 41% administrative efficiency, slightly better than I would have in the old system. So that's good. Also, the extra 2.5 discipline, I think, is well worth that. I just wish I could see what other countries could have. Grab whose rear? I actually don't remember exactly what I said. I think I meant the forts in the rear of their line. So they have a manned fort here, but Yunnan is not manned. A few forts back here are not manned. So if I blitz through this line, I can probably take them. Although that fort probably counts. It's coming from the north then. But it's probably not smart to do that. Because I gotta keep my men together, because they still outnumber me significantly. How much do my armies currently cost? I have 28 free ducats with no injuries. So I think it's worth spending some of that spare manpower. There we go. There's 30,000 more men. And I'm going to go ahead and let them bleed the rest of their mandate away. At basically minus 0.4 per month. I'm not going to try to impress you with my terrible math skills. 26 divided by 0.4. That's monthly, right? So took about 2 years? Yeah, it took about 2 years. In 2 years I'll be ready to strike. There is an important tech that I could get. But they don't have it, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just have to pay attention to them. If they go ahead and get that tech, I'm gonna have to grab it too. Probably. Maybe. I may be overselling the situation quite a bit, considering I'm going to be doing double damage to them. So how's life, Grugel? How's things? Well, the Ottomans in Spain actually have more development than Ming. It helps that Spain just got a union over France. No, they're both claiming the shit out of me. Integration of Yarkhan's coming along nicely. Slowly, but nicely. I really don't want to spend military power, so it's alright, I suppose. Well, that's better than a straight up bad. So I'm happy for that at least. What did I want? I wanted estates. This is a good one to do. How much of this border would I need to make this all nice and blue? Big old central Siberia. Yarkand, I don't want a marriage with you. You're about to not exist. Oh, that's right. This is my spy ship. Is he building up here? I think he's building up a navy. Garrison 10,500. Oh, God. 9 garrisons to the Great Wall. Incoming CB message. Russia unrivaled me to rivals Bahmanis instead? Or Spain is the new one, I can't tell. Either way. Goodbye me. As long as Ming doesn't ally Russia, which, you know, I should probably be a little concerned about. Considering they're improving relations. Ooh. Well, it's decaying, so they were, and they aren't anymore. But still. Your bed's full of ants? What? Oh, that sucks, dude. At least they're ants. I mean, unless they're like fire ants, that's fairly benign if annoying. Did you have like a lot of food in your bed or something? Do you eat in bed often? I'm going to take the stability hit instead of the money so that I can raise stability and get one more absolutism. There's a lot of his army up here. I'm going to come up and down the coast a bit. Let's get those colonies going. Actually, this will be California. Squamish here. Yeah, scorpions would be worse. Scorpions would be a lot worse. You're not wrong. I think I build one more set of regiments. Caradel likes me probably about as much as they're gonna like me. Yeah. They may be rebellious, but they do love me. That's probably the only reason I haven't fought them. But I want that diplomat back. I'm really hoping, that I can get Bahmanis to help me in the war with Ming. Because that's just extra troops. It's over 100,000 troops. They've really buffed up. Filling up on that mill again. I will be getting war taxes, that's for sure. I'll leave there on the side of your bed that you don't want to use. Oh, that's good. Yeah. See, I've always liked ants. I don't want them crawling on my bed, for sure, but I've always been fascinated with ants. Lately I've been watching a YouTube channel about ant farms. I'm thinking I might give it a whirl. Cheaper mill tech cost or cheaper ships? Take the mill tech, thanks. If I wanted to, I could get this tactics advantage and just make sure that I stay ahead of them. If things go poorly at the beginning, I'll probably try it. They're awful powerful right now. And they will be for quite some time, so I guess I won't be recruiting any ministers here. Or generals. Levies, on the other hand, that might come in quite useful. On the other hand, New World Charter is always good. Drafting ships for war is probably not bad, but I'm going to need that money. And the clergy is surprisingly weak right now. State religion not dominant is weakening them. Wow, okay. Devouring the ant traps and hopefully the colony dies. Well, that might take a while because they gotta bring it back to the queen. I guess they could all eat it. But the queen's gotta basically eat it. And then the queen dies. And then the survivors are gonna keep going like nothing's wrong until they die too. Let's hand off some let's give them some support. In fact, some New World missions is in order. Chatting on PS4 is slow. Are you watching on PS4? I'm not surprised that you can do that, but I've never heard of anyone doing it. Let's get 100 admin. Worst case scenario, I just pump this into stability. I haven't owned a console since the original Wii. It's just not worth it for me. Not like it used to be. So how do I, okay. So they're almost out of mandate. They're going to be fighting at negative. They're going to be taking 50% more damage across the board, and they're going to be making 50% less off of goods produced. Well, and essentially trade in that case, which is great. Yeah, this number is way lower than it used to be. Which means their trade income is much diminished. Still the best in the world, but I brought them down from a third more than me to pretty much equal to me. And their armies are half as effective, and they're supporting more of them. But holy God, look at this bank they have. 78,000 in the bank? 78,000? 79 if you round. It's not much of a round either. Well, okay. Never mind. Money is not an issue for them. I have to win straight up military. Let's dump some of that mill into... hopefully I have some army tradition. I need to get generals. Preferably good ones. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I'm gonna put a speed demon over here. For 27? 27 army tradition? That's basically the first tier up from nothing. A bunch of 2 stars is not bad. And a single 1 star, but he's got a siege pip. Alright, when they... You know what? If I'm honest, it wouldn't help me still. Mandate of Heaven makes provinces 50% cheaper than, or 50% less aggressive expansion, 50% cost, compared to Imperialism that's 75. So, Mandate of Heaven is actually just the better CB. That's what I'll be using. I was really hoping I could break their reputation so I could get Bamanas not to like them, but they like them enough that they just won't help. Bamanas is friendly. Wish I could do anything about it. So what I think I need to do is make sure that every one of them, every one of my opponent countries, so Diviet, Usugi, this area I'm probably going to have to kind of abandon unless I make another stack over here before I start. Which is doable. But it counts heavily on that naval superiority. I had my plan and now I'm just doubting myself. It's Usugi with an O, right? With a U. 16,000. A single fort. This navy, where's my other navy? Alright, you are not needed there. You are needed essentially here. It'd be nice if I could annihilate their trade fleet before their other fleet could do anything about it. Alright, let's activate all of my forts. Because that's going to be needed. I'm tempted to redirect my entire trade fleet into combat, because I don't want that getting sniped. All inland sea. Well, let's do it. I can replace this manpower with what the nobility can give me. But I'll save that. Maybe without good reason, but I am somewhat nervous about this actually. Let's go into groups of 100,000-ish. And I'll move in large waves to react to things. Every grouping will get at least one general. You, I want to have a siege general, so you go there. You guys need a general, so I don't know who's where, so looks like I got the right guy. Alright. And like next month I'll start paying. Ooh, that's expensive. War taxes will cover it though. Doesn't help that I'm paying 48 extra to recover casualties already. Apparently I was 62,000 in debt. There we go. Back in the green. So this army's sole purpose is going to be to take out Jarkand. For that purpose they want to be right next door. I just don't want to have to worry about this flank. I want this to be a wall. What are you guys doing? Ow. And then my super navy here. I did lose a little bit of trade, but actually surprisingly little. This is my navy. With 30 heavies, I have more than they do. I'm pretty sure, unless they have hidden heavies. Most heavy ships, let's see. No, they only have 26. They have more than I thought. But me doing double damage should make this work. This army will take out Usugi, and then it'll sail wherever they're needed, probably in the south. The south. So I think I might do is actually move up and be aggressive here. And try to completely stack wipe Dai Viet's army right off the bat. So I think these are connected. Yeah, there's a little border there. So I want these armies up close so they can respond if needed. Everybody else kind of hides behind forts for now. I expect them to go north. Which will hurt. But it'll give me the start I need in the south. Kind of want a general there too. Let's consolidate my entire navy, including a scout ship. So this navy is just going to make sure that my troops here can get into Usugi, take them down, and then start engaging their navy where needed. I gotta make sure they can't get their fleet transports going. I might want to try to take out the Dai Viet fleet too, but I won't be able to separate piece them. Because it'll be a coalition war. See if I can get Dai Viet to drop out of this real quick. That would be very, very convenient. I won't be blitzing Yunnan. It just won't be worth it. Whoever arrives is just going to get crushed by enormous numbers. Wow, it took 2 months to get 9 relations with them? Huh. Neat. Okay. Alright, mandate's really not going to get much lower than this, so. Bahmana still won't join. Bastards. Okay, well, let's make sure there's no surprises first. Their army didn't double again or something. Nope. My army increased significantly. I'm still over 100,000 less than them, but since I hit twice as hard, that should be okay. Have to see what their numbers are for things like tactics. And I can tech up military if I really have to. I just need to crush them once. And they'll probably never really be a problem again. I was just looking for something in here and I don't remember what it was. I'm actually a little worried about this northern front, but I need something so they can't just walk in with small numbers and take it. Especially since they can actually just walk in from... Oh, no. This fort is going to stop them. That's right. That's why I put it there. So I've got a battle line. Except for here. Which actually kind of sucks. So maybe I should focus here. Yeah, my battle line is basically all the way over here. And these forts are terrible. Might be a little late, but I do want to up these. All right. Unless some of their forts on the border are no longer being paid for, and I suspect they have the ability that makes it so that they get those for free, and that's why they're not. No, they actually say they're paying for these too. Some of them. Not the inner ones, but the ones on the border, which is good because the AI should be. Alright. My subjects ought to be supportive. And if I'm really lucky, Bahmanis will stop being so friendly with them. Let's just do it. I forgot about Bengal. Shit. Alright. I'm gonna dedicate more troops to this then. I'll actually tell Yarkand to fight these. I just want to fight his army once and then back up. And over here. We're gonna go to nice speed 2. I want this to be nice and gentle. It's going that way. I'm gonna block him. Khan's out of the picture. So try to siege that down. This army will try to engage them. And then I just kind of watch for Ming, I guess. Just really hope I can flatten this. Yes. Alright, they are moving north. This army 100% has to go before I can do more with this. I might want to invest in an extra general and war taxes. 100% war taxes. It's worth it. Nice red dots on the map are going to be pretty useful for this. Okay, we have Ming coming in with 38,000. I think I can win this. I am defending in jungle. Let's just see how Ming fights. Alright, here we go. They have -2. We have a swing of 3 here on the fire phase. I have more morale. I have better army tradition, that's for sure. They have almost none. I have better power projection. I have an advisor that gives me morale. I have slightly better tactics from discipline. It's pretty marginal, but it adds up, I guess. But they should be taking double the damage. Siege these guys down 100%. There's an enemy fleet out here, but they don't seem to be doing much besides posing a blockade threat. I just stack wiped Ming. Okay, cool. Things are looking up. Forgot I have to wait a day. Alright, so the sieges. Let the sieges begin. Here they come. Now let's see where their manpower is at. They only have 1,000 cavalry? What? Almost their entire army is infantry and artillery. And they have less manpower than I do. Alright, let's get Bengal locked down. If possible. I want to make sure all these fronts are really clean, so I'm going to move slow. Apparently Ming thinks they can handle me, despite their technical disadvantage. Sugi's going to be taken care of quickly here. I'm still positive money. I'm just waiting for them to pick a place to group up. they're gonna go crazy in the north, and that's fine. That's a sacrifice I was prepared to make. It would take massive amounts of attrition walking around on my land. Where did that Bengali army go? Since it's a coalition, I can't actually piece these guys out, which is why I need to destroy the armies, not just siege them. Kind of a big deal, actually. That's why I invested another 30,000 troops just to take care of Usugi here. Bengal's got more troops somewhere, and I just don't know where. Oh good, he's actually on my fort, which means if I dedicate enough troops here, I should be able to stack wipe that, since he's on a Highlands fort now. You might back it up with another 50,000, but I do hit twice as hard. So Caradel is actually loyal now because I just got rid of the one power who was backing them. So they'll actually start fighting for me. They probably won't do great at it, and they'll probably actually soak up a lot of attention from Ming because they are a weaker partner in the war. I don't need unrest down. Let's make sure to smash this with at least enough to defeat all these. And when he gets... Oh, he's going to Lijiang. Wonder if that's where Lijiang Tower... I think Lijiang? I forget the tones. Wonder if that's where Lijiang Tower level in Overwatch is. These are the important questions. And let's just gauge how long this is going to take. 22nd of July? Nearly a month. 17th of July. So I need these guys together first. Those troops are almost ready to leave Japan. I might as well combine these so they'll take slightly less attrition, marginally, and arrive on the 29th, 26th, so wait 3 days. 1, 2, 3. Really wondering where those Bengalis went. Let's repair up my ships while my troops get together. Let's go ahead and start sieging this. Now we might bring in like 100,000 troops to stop me here. Which is why I'm moving up my pretty much everyone on my borders. Alright, so they're taking double the damage. I have 30% extra infantry combat ability, actually. That's really good. Look at that. Look at that. Stack wiped. And he's got more men coming in, and if they want to actually dedicate to this, I'll accept it. I will 100% accept this. They've got less than double the numbers, which means I should easily be able to crush it, by what I've seen. Alright. I'll wait a month here for my Carrick to heal, and then we'll ship off my men. Not sure where yet. The north is probably a little too dangerous for a single stack. Probably just drop them in Diviet. Alright, I am doing double damage here. But those numbers are terrifying. Probably don't need everybody here. Yeah. Okay. So now I need to back the hell off. It's a lot of dead men. Are you kidding me, Yarkhan? Just take this. You have 2 siege, don't waste it. There's the Bengalese. Alright, let's move my men down to Korean coast. Could also start shipping up a large number of people up north. In fact, let's do it. I can bring some people from the south down here. See how good Ming is at dividing its attention. This way I don't also risk losing any men on the way here. There's another 78,000, but they seem to be running away, so that's good. This needs to get redivided into a reasonable set of regiments. And I may want to push north and create a corridor here. Actually, I have a corridor. I can just walk through here. Can help on the Caradel front. How do I want to divide this? Whatever the case, Jarkan's out of the war. Diviet is on its way, but they have pretty good, not Yarkand. Karadel, take these. Go engage Bengal if you can. Once all the other nations are out of this war, like Bengal, Jharkhand, Diviet, Vesugi, then I can start pushing on Ming, and I know that they'll just focus on me. We can just focus each other. And it looks like they're going to kind of let me do this, so I'm going to actually start sieging this fort, because it's an important fort. You go there, you go there, and you go there. You go there, and you go there. And this army, we're marched north to join them. Why don't you guys clean up these navies, if you can? Alright, we've got some Ming here. 6th of December, 9th of December, so I won't be engaging that. 67,000 with a fantastic general. They might be heading here. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He can't quite find the opportunity he's after. Go see about retaking my fort. Since it is a weak fort, it shouldn't be too hard. Looks like I will be able to catch the Diviet fleet here, which is excellent. So I'm down to about 100,000 manpower. Let's see what Ming's at. They've got nothing. They've got no manpower. They're running 50 mercenaries now. As long as I continue to fight defensively, I'll be able to hold out quite a while. But they have the money. They can afford the mercenaries. Not a problem for them. Not a problem. I just gotta watch out that they don't get Tech 24 before I do. It's the Ming Grand Fleet. Do I want to engage it? I don't think I do. They don't want to fight me, so why would I fight them? It's all their transports are here, and they're not using them for transporting, so... I suppose as long as that continues, I'm okay with it. They're gonna bleed themselves dry up here. Debating on whether I want to hold this line or actually push up into them. They have 100,000, they have about 200,000 men up here. So I think I want this army free, and I'd have to dedicate a lot of these too, so... That's nearly half their army just right there. It's half their army if you include this, I think. Which means there's another half of their army somewhere. Let's go ahead and make small expenditures in order to siege things up. Continue to play defensively. They have money, so the long war for that reason is still extremely dangerous. So I'm going to focus on getting these Diviate fleets down. Or these armies. Forts. Wall armies. There's too much attrition there. Alright, jump port down. Turkan's just waiting around. I'm gonna... Oh yeah, I never checked. What is the cost? 50% to claim the mandate. Now, I kinda don't think I'm claiming the mandate right now. Reason being, I think their army is large enough that they can survive losing the mandate. No problem. Like, at all. In which case, they lose the penalties and become even more dangerous. So instead, I'd rather tear them to little bits, and then take the mandate when they can't take me on even footing. The mandate is currently their weakness. The only reason I'm able to fight this war effectively. With objectively inferior troops. Well, I've got better troops. Like, man to man, even grounds, sure, I think I'm stronger. But there goes a general. Don't know which one that was. Goodbye, Caradel's army. You served me well. Their Khan's forts are about to flip to me too, which is kind of bad because I can't get through to them. Well, I can get around Delhi. Hey, Tomato. How you doing? There's actually 2 tomatoes that pop in and say hi now with you. Though I haven't seen tomato ham in a while. Good to hear. Slander by merchants. Sons of bitches. Let's see. Look how well Caradel held out against such a superior force. They got them to half. Probably the only reason they lived. Have I played Total? Yes, I love Total War games. Well, I liked them through Empire. The other ones haven't been as impressive. Maybe it's because it's the same thing, or maybe it's just because I feel like the quality's... No, the quality was never amazing. It's just that I think it got old for me. I have Rome too. But it crashed a lot. So I kind of gave up on it. It is fun. I started with Rome Total War. And that was a blast. I actually cite that game as the reason I got into history in the first place. Because I saw these things in the game, I'm like, whoa, what's the historical context for this? And then I'd start Wikipedia diving, and really, that's a big reason that I ended up coming to Europa, because of the history. Alright, I would dock to heal, but I don't want to miss this tick. 6 days left. 1st of June. Yeah, too slow. Yeah, I didn't know about the 30 Years' War either, honestly. I mean, I'd heard the name, but as to what it meant, didn't really know. Alright, Yarkhan's integrated, which means their army is now mine. So, yay. I should probably park myself in the highlands here. It's a good defensive position, and it might incite them to attack me, which is only beneficial. In fact, if I want them to attack me, I might as well just move up. I thought of history was nothing really going on until World War One. Yeah. I remember like colonialism and stuff like from high school, but I don't know where you're from. American high schools focus almost exclusively on American history. Oh, I don't know who's gonna get here first. Oh, it's a fort. It doesn't matter. Well, let's just slap a good general on this. Yeah. So, school became boring. Like, history became boring. I could remember it. Bahmanis. Friend of friends. Welcome to the war with Ming. Crush. I don't think I need you. I don't think I need you at all. These Mingmen are gonna die. That's what they're called now. Mingmen. Yep. So, in case it's unclear why they're getting shredded, they have 0 mandate. They're taking 50% more damage from every source. We are on even tech, and I have slightly more discipline because my absolutism is higher. I've stack wiped them multiple times now. Now, they do outnumber me nearly 2 to 1. So, it's not... If they got together, they would be a threat. Okay, they're going here to retake this. This is good. I'm distracting them. And so my plan to rehash is not to take the Mandate of Heaven, even though I declared for it. David! Not to take the Mandate of Heaven, but to take their land, and then ensure that they remain on no mandate. First, I gotta get freaking Daviet out of this. Which is the last ally. Oh, there's an army for Bengal running. Yeah, here's 11 Bengali units running around. That's all they've got. And I pretty much surrendered the north to them as part of the plan. Although I'm retaking a fort up here because I can. What's my absolutism? I am at 58. Absolutism. So when you say you, do you not like 58 absolutism? Or get that disaster? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going for world conquest or anything, so it seems like it's almost excessive, you know? It'll just slow me down from my actual goals. Alright, Bengal. Or Bahmanis. Bahmanis is behind on tech, and that worries me slightly. What came with that last tech? For tech 23... There were tactics, so they might fight kind of poorly. If they get outmatched 2-1, they might actually lose battles. Well, I'm wondering what Ming's bank account comes to now. Wait, am I reading that right? No, that's me. Yeah, there's 70,000 ducats still. 70,000 ducats. Okay. So you meant you in the positive sense and not you in the that's terrible sense. Harsh treatment and autonomy. Yep, I could do that. Definitely got the points for it, don't I? They got no rebels. Okay, on a trial basis, I am going to reduce autonomy somewhere. I think it's pretty low everywhere because I've been at peace for so long, though. Oh yeah, you're conned. Oh, I can't blow in the war. Never mind. Experiment over. Hatin is down. Let me see for a sec. This is a beautiful area, by the way. There's a nice national park somewhere in this area. Made a very good trip. Alright, Daviet is pretty much out of the picture now. So now I begin to march forward through Ming. And I got this back. Is good. Let's go kill some Thai Vietnamese. I've been to Vietnam, yep. It's the only really, like, adventurous kind of thing I've ever done. Went with some friends. Their idea. It's kind of out of scope of what I would typically make myself do. But, well, yeah, I went to Shanghai and then Hong Kong, And then Hanoi. There's some areas around there, and then back to Shanghai. My loans, my student loans are almost gone. At, you know, at 31 years old, finally starting to be economically free. And, yeah, I intend to start using that again. I could actually pay them off now, but I like to have a nice buffer. Was that a fort? Did I take a fort there? Oh no, this is the fort. Well, let's go to Chengdu. Die, Viet. We got Mingers going to Bahmanis. That's actually fine. Look at that! Caradel! 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 Let none survive. Okay, let some survive. Ooh, we got some, got some resistance in Chengdu here. That might hurt. I'll admit. Could be bad. Could be bad for business. Let's get a general up there as fast as possible. I'll let this heal for a tick. Half the men, no general. Not doing great. Nope. Nope, that's not gonna work. No, sir. No, they're gonna run a long way. We're going to Bengal, boys. What do you do? I am a software engineer. I write the codes. How do I... Oh, okay. Alright, the depleted Ming forces can't hold up against another fight. Although... Squamish down. I didn't lose as many men on that as I thought I would. But it still hurt quite a bit. Okay. 7th... No, 17th, 19th? 17th? Yeah, this is faster. You getting the new DLC? Yeah, probably. Well, sir, it appears we're surrounded. Looks like they're gonna fight. I'm gonna do a tactical withdraw if I can get out of there. Bengal is where? Where's Bengal anywhere? Or Bahamas. Bahamas is helping me fight in the north now. They're covering the northern border. So that's really good. I want them to be slowed down there. Because they are everywhere. That and Karadel is giving them a run for their money. I hope Karadel wipes out Bengal. A lot of people are pissed about the paradox. Yeah, see, I don't know. I guess over time you kind of notice how expensive it is, but I've been aware of that for like 3 years. But for me, it's worth it for the time. If people aren't buying it, they'll just stop buying it. Okay, what should I name California? Let's see, Korean. According to Wikipedia, Korean is at least the Latinization is California. East Korea. Guess this makes sense. I'll do it. Conquer Barak. Yeah, I don't really want to, you know? They're alright with me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah! How's my trade looking? I'm making 98 ducats a month off of trade. It's my biggest income. I was making a little over 100, like 101, 102 before. I've lost about 5% of my trade power here, but my trade share, I think, has increased because I got 24% of this now. Let's move my merchant here from Hangzhou. Because the Hangzhou merchant should be able to push a significant amount of this now that I'm sieging. Push it to Malacca. What are the differences here? Malacca, Philippines? Well, I own the Philippines, so I'll push it to Philippines so it can increase further. They've got a little more discipline now than they did. And their morale hasn't really gone up, but for taking double damage, they're doing a damn good job over here. Yeah, they're still scary. They're certainly frightening. They're getting their shit together. I'm honest, I'm not sure about this one. But, you know, what you do with your troops. Just in time for more war taxes. Alright, I want Canton because I'm going to get a big chunk of trade off of it. So let's just move right up there. With 60,000 men. Move you up. Actually, we'll do more. Do a solid 90... That's not 60, that was 90,000. We'll do 120,000 men covering that. Just the die Vietnamese Navy doesn't know what to do, so it's gonna blockade here. That'll stop me. Just the cannons. That's a good point. I don't have a full line of cannons. At least I have manpower. But they do effectively have infinite money for this. They're up to 153,000 mercenaries. And they can afford it. Not a problem at all. They actually have the exact same number of troops as me now. They're not reproducing their troops as fast as I am, well, having them. Alright, now I got 60,000 men over here. I should be able to fight again. Just enough to give them a little bit of an annoyance. And then I'll bring this navy back to help with this. Because I absolutely want that to be done with. Well, nice try, Caradel. Yeah, Bachmanus is basically bottling up the west for me now. And helping in the mountains. Ming is terrifying in the current patch. Alright, I'm not colonizing, and I do have extra money, so there's really not any reason not to colonize. So... Portugal. Let's get myself a nice new Alaska. But I won't double colonize for the time being. How much war score for Ming's money? Good question. The most I can take is 10,000. It's a drop in the bucket. I think that was literally the max I can get off of them. For 100 war score, yep. I can take 1/7 of their money. Woo! I've never seen an AI that rich. Utterly absurd. Get him! Hit him with the big sticks! Yeah! Show him what the Sultanate's got. You're a Sultanate, right? Yeah. Yeah! Admin! Yeah! You know what's good for admin? Well. Yeah! Absolutism. probably still have... Oh, I do have rebels. Well, someone's gonna get harsh treated. And get a harshly worded letter. Ninth Army. Who is the Ninth Army? Oh, well, you're not really being used. Since you're a siege leader, you guys are gonna swap. Friggin' idiots on the road. How much is he making? Our income is the same. At least it was last I looked. Mine's probably higher now. Yeah, mine's higher. But he was making like 30% more than me before I destroyed his mandate. And he's been getting that all game, because who's going to fight Ming, right? Am I getting 1.6 out of this? Really? I have 35% of the power. Well, there's like no money here. Oh. Oh. Well, slightly better than I was getting there. I'm still making 32 in Japan, rather than send it to them. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I've never lived... I moved here like a month ago, and I've never lived someplace where there was so much traffic noise. It's not my favorite. Of course, I grew up, like, on what was, several years earlier, a pasture, so... How do you have 4 merchants? I thought you can't set trade companies in Asia. You can as long as they're not on your continent, but... I have the Institution, the Base 2, and Global Trade from Trade Ideas, I think. Yep. Live near a fire station? Ooh. You know, I moved again? No. I moved elsewhere within Denver. Last month. So it's not like... I just moved in the same city, closer to work. Like, I cut my daily commute off by an hour. So, you know, it's worth it. Manus, what are you doing to my men? Okay, I need to spend my mill. Yeah. Mill. There we go. Give me the man's power. Nice thing is I have my forts placed such that he can't really go anywhere without engaging me in hills or mountains in these forts. So I don't actually have to like cover anything north of here. I don't really care about this area. It's Yarkand. Although I should state it because it's free state money. I don't have to core. So I moved 3 miles. What the hell how far it is? Hold on. Google mapping. 13 miles driven. Drive time. He's giving you a lot of war exhaustion. Be careful. I'm okay. Wouldn't mind some trade ideas, though. People evil laugh about trade, right? That's a thing. Get him! Get him! Caleb Ponya's opinion of me improved because we are both Confucian. Good. Wonder what their religious unity is like, considering... Oh no, it's Confucian too, okay. So I wonder if they can fight my neighbor. Portugal! Oh, you... I take offense. Bahmanis, no! Yeah, sorry. Here's the fight. Here's them running. They fought a little over twice their number. Damn you, Viet. Better stay off my gold province. There goes the war against Ming. Hey, rebel. It's going pretty damn well. Taking it nice and slow. Bachmanis is losing battles for me, so that's pretty nice. Alright, here they come to react to me. But I have 60,000 here now. Maybe it's enough to fight them? Nice that their war enthusiasm is low. I wonder what I could do if I suggested demands. They'd give me a couple of provinces. Alright, yeah, that's not terribly impressive, to be honest. 59% overextension for that, though. I mean, Beijing is in that. Actually, so these three were in that. Xuanhua, Beijing, and Yongping. It's a lot of development. And 309 of its ducats. Ooh. No. No. They die. I don't know why countries historically had their capitals so close to enemy borders or other countries' borders. I bet it a lot of the time had to do with... That's where... like the population and the administration was. A few times countries did move their capital. Easy ones to note are Russia to Moscow to St. Petersburg, and the Roman Empire to Constantinople. But I'm sure that was a very expensive thing to do. Why China's administrative capital became Beijing rather than Nanjing, I don't know. Historically speaking, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because you'd think such a large empire would want their capital to be here. I kind of wonder if it was the Yuan dynasty that did it, because Beijing was closer to the Mongol steppes. It did go back to Moscow, yes. I've actually got more money than I started with. kind of want to speed up, but I know that as soon as I do, shit's gonna hit the fan. They're trickling people back here. I wonder what they're gonna do. Oh. Russia's capital went back to Moscow, and it was a costly battle to hold it from the Germans. Oh, hello. Alright, what's Korean for Alaska? Lesuku. Clever. Lesuka. Northeast Korea. Beijing was a secondary capital, it seems. Are you like sourcing Wikipedia? Where are you getting that? I want to know. It's important. So Nanjing was a so what they translate to, Beijing and Nanjing, mean south capital and north capital. That's literally it. There's nothing wrong with sourcing Wikipedia, I just want to know where it's coming from. If it's an assumption, like... So, historically, Xi'an was a capital. Back in the, I think, Tang Dynasty? And that kind of made sense. It was very central. This was basically where one end of the Silk Road was, and that was part of the reason was because it was the capital. But that was, where all the trade was. There we go. I've always kind of assumed that Nanjing was was the capital first, because why else would it be called a capital if Beijing was the capital in pretty much all of recent memory? You know? Is mystery. You've still got more men than me. But I've now got more artillery. The Civil War and those two were the capitals of the factions. Ah. That's interesting. Because... Which Civil War? There's a lot of them. Yeah. We're talking like... Like 3 kingdoms, or... 2 factions involved? So my Chinese history is rusty. Well, not rusty, it's not well developed. I'm learning more and more as I go, but it's just not quite as accessible as... Despite the amount of records they took, it doesn't seem to be as in your face as Western history. For those of us from Western... So, for countries like the US that are, of Western origin. I'm just going to push the line straight up. As long as they're not really advancing elsewhere. And they're really not. They're running around a lot, but they're not advancing. I should be able to just slowly push up right through the Middle Kingdom. Could you do me a favor and tell me the date, like the period of that civil war? Yep. You are right. You're very Eurocentrist. The guy who rebelled would later form Shun in the north, while the South Ming survived for a while. Southern Ming? Was there a Ming resurgence after a while, or was this Qing? No, that's not Shun though. Southern Ming. Must have been a temporary situation, by my guess. Canton's gotta go! What year are you talking about? Yeah. Yeah! Spill the beans! I want beans! I hunger for beans. Spill them. Canton down. Chengdu down. The south is nearly mine. You're working for? Who does number 2 work for? Yeah, you tell him. Oh look, I can get another ability I won't use. Yeah, sure. We are actually closing out on the next institution. I should probably think about it a little. 1399 to 1402. Okay, so... how close was that to the end of the Yuan? That was just after Ming formed. Like 30 years after. Jingnan campaign. I'm opening up that for later. Yes. Look at Bahmanis like spamming units. Oh, these poor guys. They're bleeding so hard for me. Those days before 1444? You were just talking about Total War games. But yeah. Honestly, the older the history it is, the more interested I am. Because every earlier date sets the stage for all the later dates. So the older the empire or the conflict or the anything, the more relevant it is to everything in the future, in a sense. But less obviously so. Ottomans have Janissary decadence. Well, good for them. You know, they earned it. I'm almost tempted just to take freaking Miltech just so I can spend this, but... you know what? You know what? Where's the button? I've never pressed the button before. Strengthen government. For 2 legitimacy. The world started after 1444. gonna be smart and actually send a small number of guys to this, what do you call it? I don't know what this island's called. It's like Mean Island or something. I want to say. That's probably completely wrong. Don't listen to me. It's probably a good rule of thumb for most things. Not really. I try to be accurate with what I say. Full up on admin too. The more absolutism I gather up during this war, though, I'm gonna be capped. Do I? So stable. So stable. Utterly, absolutely stable. Surprised they're not contesting this. They'd rather go siege this up. I'm okay with that. I really am. My fort's a lot shittier than theirs. I should probably do things like make my allies not hate me. So that, you know, Franco-Iberia doesn't declare war on me and they all just abandon me. Yeah, Spain has what remains of France in the PU, which is most of France. And they're loyal. Ring is turning blue. Yeah, they're suffocating a bit. They're being somewhat strangulated. Come on, fall. Come on, fall. Yes, you just have to whisper. You know, it's the gentle voice of reason and implied threat that really carries the day. Let's make a visit up north. See you, Tomato. Thanks for stopping in. I think it's a long time that the ancient trade hub of Xi'an is acquired. Actually gonna take this army up north. Because I want to be able to keep pushing from the south, but they can easily heavily outnumber me, and I want them to really dedicate to it if they want to do that. Manus is still okay in this war, which is good news for me. Ming's barely got any war exhaustion. They're probably buying it down like crazy. Still have manpower. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I think a big part of that is that they haven't been engaging me. This army is actually in a poor position because this army can't reinforce it quickly. So I'll probably take this province and then back off. I'm trying to make it so that every 30 stack can be reinforced by another 60,000 men when needed. Okay, he backed off. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, getting a whopping 3 ducats out of Canton now. What I really want is to dig into that Hangzhou trade. Really cut Ming off from its cores. From its core. From its warm, gooey center. Let's go just retake some provinces and slowly push my way back. I don't trust that they're going to leave their capital alone long enough for me to just send a guy in. I have a colonist. Got 2 free ships out of that. What did I get? I can't tell. I got something. Some kind of boat. Ming is the first great power. I am the first great power. And then Ottomans. And then Spain. And then Ming. This is new. They very recently got surpassed. I bet a lot of that is because they lost the mandate. Or they have low mandate. I mean, this is Korea. Karidale's my vassal. Ming, you're surrounded. Come out with your hands up. So next month I'll let my carrot heal a little. I'll ship these guys off to the north. I've got this handy port here now. Although I probably don't want to sail in here where the 17 heavies lie. I'll go here instead. Preferably with the troops, thank you. Thanks. Yep, come on. Oh, I could have loaded them while they were still moving? Is that a thing? Wait one day. Load. No, it doesn't work. That would have been kinda neat. Might be spreading myself a little thin here, but they are not coming for me. They're just keeping busy with Bahmanis. Yeah, get him! That's 2,000 dead cannons. That's cannons. Yes, kill them. Alright, and these Bengali have to go. They have been a thorn in my side for way too long. They've got a mind of their own, which means they're more useful than Ming. Alright, there we go. Get out of here, Bengal. Bengal and your Siberian expeditions. Friggin' Davids over here now. How do they have troops? Didn't they kill all of them? I guess they like ran north while I was sieging and I didn't really pay attention. This should be good. So we got about slightly lesser numbers of Ming forces going against Bahmanis, and Bahmanis has a 3-2-5-2 against Ming's 3-1-1-1. Ming takes double damage. Bahmanis has worse tech, including a tactics disadvantage. But that damage makes up for it. Normally Ming would have won that. And it looks like our frenemies in the north are finally gone. Where are you guys going? Everybody's going west, south, west? Okay. I just don't want to run into them with just 30,000. That's my siege man. Fuzhou needs to go. And let's back that up with another 30,000 here. Actually put it there so it can help over here. Wait. Yeah, okay, okay. So we're gonna have a southern wall here. So you go there. And you go there. That'll kind of divide this into two fronts. Two small fronts along the same line. Two fronts on the same front. I really don't know what to do with my mill points. The Chengde Korchin separatists are just not enough of a problem. Wait. Why the... Anybody want to try to explain this? Oh, Korchin, not Coach. Song. I don't see any Coach cores. They confuse me. Korchin's been gone for a long time. Oh no. I don't care if peasants take this. I don't have any interest in this land. Spend on dev? Yeah, I probably will. Gotta make sure Ming doesn't get that tactics advantage, though. It's imprudent. Actually, now that I think about it, should be spending on dev up here, if at all possible. Yeah, that'll do it. That's enough. That's good starters. Oh. If I saw that coming, I would have helped. Ming is still scary when you have a tech behind and a tactics disadvantage. Well, they caught up now. Okay. They have no excuse then. Those are separate provinces. Whoops. Let's get Guy Joe. Wait a month here to recover from that, but actually no, let's just be impatient. Fuzhou's gotta go. I need that east coast. He's got no backup around here that I know of. Kinda think he's got to go. So we got the 10th of March, the 17th of March, and the 7th of March. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3. They'll all arrive on the same day, and what I like to do is queue up the order for them to back out so I don't have to micro them after that point. So they'll all just leave the province on their own accord. The Caradel completely placate when the war with Ming started. Yes, they did. Once they stopped having backing, they dropped down to 32%, and now to 31%. And part of that is that they were no longer a steppe horde. They became a duchy quite a while ago, I guess in Ita. But yeah, yeah, give me those war taxes. But Ming just started supporting them at a time when they were just a little bit rebellious. Right after I integrated someone else and some other things, my dip rep was low. And so, once they had that support, they didn't want to let go of it. But they were also afraid to fight me. So, ooh, I got a general with land fire damage plus. I just stack wipe them. Good. You want to come here on April 13th? Sure about that? Are you sure about that? They're sure about that. Holy shit. Alright. I guess the 4.5% attrition was worth it. Come at me, bro. Let's make sure he gets backing if need be. Oh, this is brutal. Look at this. He's gonna lose another 60,000 men. Here for the Great Ming Cold War? Yeah. Yep, I basically waited 2 more years to get the mandate from 10 to 0 and then declared war. The states aren't... I'm busy. Guys, what are you doing? I want the nobility to be happy because they give me manpower and I'm not hurting for money. So I'll piss off the clergy. Oops. It'll be fine. We'll find a way. Life finds a way. You know what I'm hurting on, though? Actually, I want that land maintenance modifier. No, I don't. I don't care. Give me 150 military. I need that. I've been low on military this whole time. It's been a real pain. So low on military. Ming has less than half the army they started with. And it's a majority mercenaries. And less than 1,000 cavalry for some reason. Yeah, so, yeah, this could be bad. They'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. I'll probably just have to take some land away from them. I'm a little worried about this because if the peasants win, they're gonna start producing units again. And that's a pain. I think it's time to siege Beijing. I'm actually probably losing a significant... I'm losing 20 war score. I could be at 63 instead of 43 if I just took Beijing. That actually knocked off some more score from me too. Poor Caradel. I don't mind them suffering through this though, because they're the ones that that had me nervous for a while. It's all their fault. Brahmanas is attacking this army. I'm gonna go... Oh, I can't help. Because of this fort. Well, let's take that fort and go take the fort. Fort's gotta go. Let's see, 1706, so 10 years. How long is it going to take for this disaster to fire? 100 months. Yeah, I hope I get an event that lets me take some of their power away. If not, I'm going to have to take some of their land away. And they don't like that, historically speaking. I'm close enough to just take this. So I'm actually quite surprised they didn't, like, beeline into Korea. It's not my capital, so that probably helps. Well, they won. And now they're gonna clean up some of their Ming troops. Because Bahmanis is a badass. Still trying very hard to fight troops in the north, heavily outnumbered. Because that's just the kind of guys they are, you know? I want to go sit in those mountains. 30,000 is not enough men to siege Beijing. Like 31. Are you kidding me? What are the cannon numbers? 20 artillery for +5. 16 for a +4. I have here 11. So 5 more artillery and, I don't know, 1 for good luck. Alright, I got positive numbers on all of these forts, except for that one, so come on, you can do it. I'm gonna merge up those cannons just so I don't have to micro them as much. Yeah, so that should give me a 4 bonus. It's not a nice 5 bonus, but attrition's gonna be bad enough. It's actually not terrible. Ooh. Oh no! Ah well, better your troops than mine. Come on then. Let's see some forts drop. Their numbers are low enough now that I'm actually comfortable going to speed 3. I don't think, though I am low on manpower, I don't think large losses are gonna justify playing really slowly anymore. There we go. Kind of feel that siege blockading this is going to be more important, although his ships are there, which is scary. 17 heavies to my 26. I think I captured one. What I should be doing is healing these damn boats. I need to dock twice. Xian's down. Good, good, good. Hey, what are you doing? It's my land. I was here first. You all saw it. Yeah, Yusugi's a lost cause now. They're desperately trying to rebuild their forces. And it's not gonna work. Oops. Where's your mandate now, boy? They never even successfully took down all of Caradel. Pathetic. February 2nd, 29th of January. Okay, that'll let me get closer to where I want to go while still healing. It's over, Ming. Just... Well, there's 9 heavies here. Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna dock there, and then I'm gonna come over here and fight those heavies. Give him the old 1-2. Followed by an arbitrary number of other 1s and 2s. Let's hope it's dip. Oh, I was mill. I haven't kept track of my generals at all. I don't know where they are. Where my good troops are. This is probably just a huge stack of mercenaries. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna shoot it with the guns. Okay, I do have a leak here. They're starting to come through the west, so I might want to go for Jiangye. I got a lot of men over here, so I'm actually going to redirect these troops to Jiangye, and these ones to back them. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Now, my navy isn't really up to date. I think all my ships are a generation or 2 old. Okay, they've got tactics now. I'm gonna go ahead and... Do I bother? That's fine. That's not actually that expensive. I do need to spend my admin, though. I'm actually losing money now. Admin. Admin. Let's spend admin. Let's play. Admin spender. Actually, gotta save some up for the inevitable Oh, the institution! That's what I was looking for earlier. Okay, what do we got here? We got enlightenment. That always spawns in Europe, doesn't it? Yep. But universities cause it to grow. I know I have 5 of them because I had it for an ability earlier. University. University. What do they do anyway? Dev cost. Okay. So where am I going to develop? I'd actually rather start moving back to Korea. But it certainly wouldn't hurt to have some down here. Like right here, this is ideal if it's going to spawn me an institution, or at least to get one growing there, as is this. We'll see where it goes from there. I don't remember exactly how that works, to be perfectly honest, so I'm kind of going off of a vague memory. Alright, well that was a disappointing fight, but I can heal up and fight him again, almost immediately. At nearly full health. Of course they healed too, but I'm doing double damage. Oh. I feel like I missed something here, but all's clear on the Western Front. Look at these yellow ships. What is that? Are they the ones fighting right now? Is that what that is? That must be it. Killed a heavy, so I guess that's nice. I guess we're not going that way. Ming? Are you okay? I feel like you're not okay anymore. I feel like you're having a rough day. I feel like you're not making the best decisions anymore. I feel like there's a lot of men right here. Feel like I'm getting surrounded. Let's get over there. Oh, you want to fight this? You want to fight this? Okay. Remember that thing we just talked about with the decisions and the not good? Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is one of them. entirely sure what this army's doing. But I won't stand... Oh, that's mountains. Well, maybe we'll let them do a little mountain stuff, since they seem to be wanting to do mountain stuff. I have a free columnist. It's probably been free for a long time. Hey Ming, if you would take care of these peasants for me, that would be really nice. Koreans. Portuguese. Slightly different. Slightly different. Are you gonna come fight me now? Or you can get there first. Okay, so I'll go to Xi'an. Actually come in here behind you. Seems like a good idea. Now you're going to Dajo. Well, that's also mountains. But I can get here first. So as soon as you're locked... I accept your challenge. She's 12:30. I was hoping this war would be well over by now. I was like, I'm just gonna fight this war and then go straight to bed. That's all I want. I just want to get this war out of the way. It's been bugging me. It's in the back of my mind. No. 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 I need Beijing to fall so I can get my 25 war score back. I need to spend my admin now. Oh, pressure formed. And they're pretty big, too. So to recap, big powers. We got Prussia. We got Spain with a PU over France. Hey, Sardinia. We got the Ottomans, the Russians, Tunis is someone I'm very impressed by. Bahmanis. My development of provinces, sure. Korea and Ming. Development. Where's that map mode? Development. So here's my relative spread. Koch is actually super developed because they kind of got isolated and spent all their points there. Otherwise, it's the usual stuff. Historic capitals of powers. They're going to be well developed. Is that Kyoto? No, that's not Kyoto. That was the historic capital of Yasugi. And left to their own devices, they also developed like crazy. These ones I developed for institutions. Okay, it said I disconnected from chat for some reason. Hi, Pineapple. I did see your message. Can someone confirm that they can hear me? It doesn't look like I lost connection, but the chat went down. And it could have been just for a split second, but I can't tell. Seen? Okay, cool. Thank you. I've never seen that message before without losing internet connection. And I've yet to lose internet connection here, so... fingers crossed it just won't happen like it used to. It was so aggravating. Because I use Steam Cloud for my saves, so if my computer dies horribly, I still have my games. Yeah. So, when I did lose the internet, I had to leave the game up all night. Because I couldn't save. And I don't get angry much. I really don't. I'm a very placid, or worst case, like, somewhat depressive kind of personality. But when that happened, it was so frustrated. I don't know. It's a good thing I'm not, like, stirred to violence pretty much ever. Because I'd probably be... That would have been one of those points where you, like, hear about people punching their keyboards. Breaking shit. But I don't really do that, luckily for me. So... It's probably about time to attack, isn't it? Oh no, Jesus, not at all. You've seen me literally smashed against a wall by Ming 3 times in like a 60-year span and you were calm. Yeah. I was, that didn't make me mad. It made me a little frustrated when it did happen. I'll admit to that easily. But ultimately I actually loved it because it was the challenge, you know? And it wasn't just Ming, Delhi. Delhi bent me over twice too. They both took land from me. It was awful. But that still makes that campaign the most satisfying campaign I've ever had the pleasure of completing. Because I went through all that and still achieved my goals. I got a big grin on my face just thinking about it. And then, you know, they went and added horde mechanics and Tengri mechanics the next patch. Oh, God. I streamed the other day and got 1 viewer. Hey, there you go. I'm still surprised I regularly get 10. I'll be perfectly honest. It baffles me. Oh, this fort fell. Well then. Should probably take back... Oh, Caridel has 1 fort. And then this one. Well, geez, all the Ming armies are up here. Everybody's doing it. I don't know where the rest of Ming's fleet is right now. It's making me nervous because I don't want them to gather up. Because that's enough to make me probably lose a couple of ships. Unless they fled immediately, which they probably would, but risk is risk. It appears our country is getting rather empty and lacking in a very important resource, cannon fodder. Yeah, you're not wrong. Fear not, while we may lack this resource, then one of our subjects have plenty of fresh meat for the battlefields. Should we force their servitude, they would be less than pleased. But such is the way of things. Pueblo. I can take about 29,000 Pueblo soldiers and bring them to fight the Chinese. We need more code speakers. I know it's the wrong tribe, but bring them in. Do I need the war taxes anymore? I feel like I'm going to need those points right now because I need to develop so no, we won't take war taxes. I love it. Got those Pueblo reinforcements coming in. Alternate history writers rejoice. Got the story where the Pueblo just kind of roll in, or the Koreans roll into the Pueblo towns. You know, the ones that were that are carved into mountainsides, and just like, hey, some of you come with us. You're needed on the Chinese front. All right. See you later, Pineapple. Thanks for stopping in. That's actually a good province. It's got that center of trade in it. Any province with a center of trade, or a natural trade thing, is a good province. Ooh, he wants to fight. He's got a damn good general, so I'm going to have to back it up fast, but I'm going to let him lock in. Because I want to take that fight because, well, gotta get this war over with somehow. Still sieging Beijing. Have been for a long time. I'm definitely and he was no more. Definitely taking Beijing in this. It's gotta go. They're pretty much done for anyway. Bahmanis, can you take Caradel's capital for me? This should be funny. Let's see how much money they have left. Let's see. We need, I want, wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Alright, I cost them about almost 20,000 ducats. Whereas I was able to keep a stable economy and come out of this pretty much where I started in. But they still have 56.9 thousand ducats. Just, you know, in the bank. Chinese rainy day fund. But you better believe I am ripping absolutely everything I can out of them in this war. I'm going to do the most damage I possibly can. Beijing's got to go. 100%. Luckily, I got that absolutism ticking up, so I can take quite a bit. My administrative efficiency is going to be, let's see, it's 25% before this. 26%. It's a little over 50%. It's 51.8%. These battles are keeping my prestige nice, and Beijing fell. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Kill. So there's one fort left. And they're at 90%, so I could probably just do what I want with them. Whew. Let's see what the AI would take. Wow. Only the claims. Oh, it wants to claim the mandate of heaven. I am not doing that. You kidding? This is what the mandate of heaven does to people. They're twice as strong with me than me. How's the disaster coming? It's coming. It's 28%. It's worth considering. Could force him to cancel some subjects, but I don't feel that's terribly necessary. Did they fix the tribute system with the AI? Can you elaborate? I could take Jarkand as a vassal for relatively cheap. I could take their concession of defeat and the mandate. Apparently you can do both. Bahmanis wants me to take the mandate for some reason. Wait, whoa. They'll owe me one favor if I take the mandate for myself. Because that's what they want. Interesting. But no, I think I'm just taking land. And I do have a northern passage now that I've taken Yarkand. AI not recognizing that declaring war on a tribute state can call in the other states, like Korea calling in Ming. I haven't noticed anything bad. In fact, I've only seen one country trigger Ming's defense of them, and that was a weird condition. So I think they must have. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember seeing that in patch notes, but this area was Chagatai, and Yarkand was their vassal. Now, since then, I full annexed Chagatai and took Yarkand as a vassal for free, and then annexed them. But Yarkand wanted freedom. Russia backed their freedom. Yarkand declared on Chagatai. Chagatai was a tributary to Ming. So Ming and Russia fought over Yarkand's freedom. Ming won, and Yarkand just sat there with high liberty desire. I was hoping they would keep doing this over and over, but they only did it once before I took action. But I never saw somebody else attack anybody that was a tributary. I'm starting to lose my voice a little. Let's see, I've got claims. Guess it's a good time to lose my voice if I'm going to stop. So I have claims on these. I might as well grab them, right? 33 overextension because Beijing is worth a ton. Now, what I really want is to start taking coastline. Because coastline means... Coastline's going to mean that I get control of that Hangzhou trade. Now, Ming's army didn't really survive here. There's not much left of it. There's probably like 100,000 out there. 195,000 out there. Wow. Okay. Where? So maybe 100,000 between all these? So where's the rest of their army? I don't know. Anyway, the more of their trade I get, basically the better off I'm going to be. Hangzhou is obviously the best place to steal trade. Because this is where they're siphoning in, so I think the path is it's coming from Xi'an into Hangzhou. No, the other way actually, but they're not pushing it that way. So this is where their Canton trade's going. Hangzhou is just worth a ton, so they have huge amounts of money coming out of here. They're gonna be devastated as hell now. That's really great. No more tributary for you. But yeah, I want to either bisect them but their unrest is so small. Because their war exhaustion never really got that high. So I think the ideal thing is just to take land and repeat this process. Which would cost 8 wars, but I just need enough that Ming won't be strong enough or is split up enough that rebels will crush them the moment I take the mandate away. I could also target cores here. This area doesn't actually have non-Ming cores, which is interesting. I see Wu here, Min's here, Huai is here, Miao. Yue. So I could just break a vassal off of them. And I can actually see where their vassals would be if I just did this. So there's Chu, Dali. Apparently Huai is one province. Jin's pretty big. Yang, Miao, Min. Mongolia's there. Ning, Qi. Shu is pretty big. Shun is quite large. Wu is huge, actually. That's a lot of development there. Shi. I probably don't want to do this ultimately. Although, it's only 13 war score for this. 107, 100%, 100.7% overextension. So I may want to client state this a bit or something. People thought London and Paris were bad to take. Well, yeah. So let's see. Let's see here. I need Ming to lose as much development as possible, so taking as much land as I possibly can is definitely good. Taking Hangzhou from them is definitely good. So what if I just ate the coastline, right? If I just did that. That would also give me naval superiority. And then I can make a client state to core the rest of this. Or I could do things like go for forts, just to destroy them. It's not a fort. Where are the forts? There. Didn't I just see a fort there? Okay, yes. That's a fort. That's a fort. Kind of like this idea better. That'll make the next war go quicker. So Yunnan, Chengdu. I'm allowed to do this? This is a fort, I think, maybe? No? It's my fort. It's definitely a Fort Bear. And I could use this as a pattern to tear their country into little bitty bits. So like this is a nice cheap province, this Guangnan here. So I take this. And then I take some other cheap provinces to link up these. Like these two, these are fine. And now I've torn this into its own segment. Almost nobody cares about the aggressive expansion either. This is actually significantly less than I had started with. The initial deal here. So I could just go and keep going like this. And I could tear this into a segment. Take Xi'an. Take those. And I can just make a subject state. Because I can make client states now. that takes care of the land I don't want to actually steward. Canton's worth a lot. Just really bisect them. I think the only two forts I don't have right now are those two, right? Yeah, now I've claimed possession of every single fort they own except for this one. I should probably get this one. It doesn't look like I'll be able to cut them off completely this way. But if Nanjing is a core of something, it's not, sadly. Not that it matters with this mandate of Heaven CB. This is all pretty cheap. Damn, you're high developed. 18 times developed? 17 times? Are you kidding me, Ming? 18? 5? 9? What is this? 7? You've just been developed. Oh, not this one. Nobody likes Ningguo. Freaking China, man. Oh my god. Yeah, I'd really like to do this. Take every one of their forts in the peace deal. And that absolutism is going to let me afford it. Just want to connect these, man. Why you gotta be like this? Huh? Yeah, if I do this right, I bisect them really badly, and then next time I can take the mandate, and they won't be able to fight against all the rebels. I wish it would show the development here. Gotta kind of pan around and look. Really just trying to figure out a way to get Nanjing hooked up. Nice, clean borders. Well, if I'm doing that, I could probably cut this out. Just make sure that wasn't a fort. Yeah. Although that's an intersection. Just want to cut off their capital. want that or do I want that? And 100 ducats. Aggressive expansion spread is going to be Ming. 107 aggressive expansion. Iwasugi. 13. To defortify the entire Ming dynasty. And 220.2 overextension. The CB is real nice, by the way. Yeah. So many Ming. So many Ming. Alright, well, as it happens, I really need a client state now. Or something. Wonder how much development they lost here. So for reference, they were just below Spain. They were just below Spain before. I took like 300 development off of them. Yeah, I need a client state like pronto here. Got that revanchism going for him though, so they'll be nice and stable. Never again do I have to use the Western Passage to walk or sail. Meanwhile, Usugi's getting crushed by rebels. Actually, it looks like they got crushed by rebels already and they were raising troops to fight me. Yeah, they were. Too bad they never even took a province. I wonder what the new force limit is. They lost 150 force limit, guys. Oh no, they lost 200 force limit. That's me. I have a bigger force limit than them now. And said the wise ones, times were good. Okay, client state. I've been bigger than Ming on development for a long time. Now I'm more than twice as big as anyone in the world. So let's see, what's a nice place for Havoc out? These ones I want for myself, because I have claims on them. So a nice place for a capital. Well, a nice place for a capital is one that they won't be able to suck trade out of Hangzhou from me. So having them have a capital in Canton would be good, I think. Yeah, let's put the capital in Canton. I could also just make like Wu. And then I have claims, but I don't really need the claims, not with that CB. So yeah, let's put the capital here. What's a good name for a Chinese client state? There's really no like Korean equivalent. Like if I was a step horde, I would name them like the Yuan, even though that's in the game now. I could name them the Yi, after my own dynasty. But that's a name. Like the Mings are the Jews. They're not Yis. Could go with the Three Kingdom countries. Yeah, I could. I don't remember what those are. Let's see, Three Kingdoms. Tell me your secrets. Okay, this is a map. Looks good. It's in Chinese. Okay. It's too small. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wei Shu and Dong / Eastern Wu. Which one was the South? This is relevant. This is super important. This is definitely worth spending your time on. Ooh. Well, that makes sense because... Well, that's you. Where the hell's Wu? Wu! Wu, where are you? Oh, there. Yeah, we're doing Wu. But their capital's gonna be in Guangzhou. So, Wu. But there's already a Wu in the game, that's the problem. This Wu is a march, don't worry about it. This is dumb. I can re-customize this later. It's my dynasty. Oh man, now I feel obligated to do this. Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna... Alright, the map I looked at, they had a pinkish hue, so there's that. Okay, the Taoist, that's good. There's no backgrounds. Flag color. Oh, there's a background, okay. I like a square, nice and square. Good. Oh no, stick with the white. I gotta make the background. Can I do like a black here? Yes. Get the black and white theme going. Great. Sure. Welcome to the world. Ooh, that's gold. I have to give it to him. No. Okay, that's fine. Eventually they'll be reintegrated. Is there a faster way to do this? We've got Wu Chang here. is now the Wuchang clan. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's right. This isn't going to update until they've... I kind of want this area for myself because it's in this trade node. It's a really important trade node. This one I'm going to have for myself because I'm the only one that borders it. The Wu March clan. Then the pun gets lost, man. Alright, I don't know where I'm at, so I'm just gonna... do I have to let time take a month? Probably do. Well, I definitely want to core this, and this, and this. I'm gonna have to core this. I'm gonna have to core this. These I have the option of giving to them, and these I have the option of giving to them. Let's see where I'm at the end of the month. And let's make sure they're still nice and loyal. 23%. Better than Caridel, that's for sure. I want to improve relations with Caridel and annex them as soon as possible, though. What's my dip rep at? Has it recovered? It has most certainly not. 1703, 5 more years. Russia's no longer a valid rival for Korea. We didn't want Russia to be our rival anyway, huh? Let's see. Sort that out later. Month did tick over. I'm at 133, so I need to lose 33% more overextension. Oh, I just made their overextension too high, didn't I? Ha! Well. Guess I'll be killing rebels for them while they core. Perhaps I just tank this. You know? I don't have much of a rebel problem. And I can certainly afford the cores. Apparently I can't form core Yan'an. We'll be able to when they core this. Alright. So I can't physically core these two, so I'm just going to hand those off to Caridel. So that's Yan'an. And Ordos. And this one I can core because it's at their border. And I think I just tank the extra overextension. It's fine. Everything else I'll core. think it will be okay. And I'm making lots of the monies, so I'm going to spend on bringing out corruption a bit. Just a little. You know what? I got a lot of money. Spend it all. Not on my watch. And Ming slanders my merchants. Conquered provinces from Ming. Plus 100 power projection. And the nobles demand privileges. They can have them. I didn't want them anyway. But yeah, I gave Wu March too much overextension, so they're in the same boat I am. And here's Caradel sitting pretty. I do want to annex them as soon as I can. And one of my generals kicks the bucket. Hey, trading in ivory, plus 2 dip rep. So once my overextension's gone, maybe I'll be okay. Oh god. Ming Shinan, yeah. I'm surprised these aren't specially labeled. Okay, we got rebel sentiment coming up. This is gonna keep happening. Lots of minor inconveniences. So in the next war, I'm taking both the Mandate and their land. No problem. And now Ming has 0 forts, except for their capital fort. That's the best part of all this. Just make sure people keep liking me. Because I really don't want, trouble. Wu March is improving Ming's opinion of them. Wu March? Better remember who your friends are. Apparently they stopped counter-spying me too, which is interesting. Ming West Gansu, yep, I did see that. Just surprised there's no, like, Ming Fujian or Ming Guangxi. There's Ming Liaoning here too. Here's their armies. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. You see what I'm seeing here? I'm sure as hell not giving them access through my land. And look where their army's going. The deserts of Yuman. Oh, no, don't go that way, don't go that way, no. I was really hoping they'd have 150,000 men in Yuman. Yeah, they found my diplomat. I might as well just claim something and run. No reason to spy on them if they're just going to catch me every time. I have a claim on Hangzhou. Well, that is Hangzhou. What was the other claim then? I have no idea. Harmony event. My harmony is actually positive for once. For the first time since I started harmonizing, basically. And I can get a replacement heir if I wanted it. I don't. Not at all. Nope. Current heir is good. I'm not moving as much money here as I would have liked, but my navy is just sitting around doing nothing. I did capture a couple of extra lights here. Let's see, what happens if I protect trade in Hangzhou? Oh, really? There's no... There's like no supply limit here. 29 for my 30 units. No good. Gotta leave all these forts active to get rid of the devastation. Which it is doing, quite quickly actually. It's like gone in Beijing already. Alright, the Enlightenment has begun. The Huizhou rebels have begun. Alright, I could just put a good general here and slap them silly. Knock them right out of their hills. So let's see, the Enlightenment. Started in Where the hell to start? You kidding? It said Europe. I said you had to be in Europe. Frickin' Wu March got it? What? Whatever, man. Kidding me? My client state is the epitome of enlightenment. Oh my god. It said in the requirements. It said something about Europe in there. That had to be in Europe. At least it'll spread fast. Yeah. Crazy fast through all this land, because like everything has a university. What am I looking for? Yeah, so you can see where I built my universities. It's just scattered around. Not terribly fast in any of those provinces, but, you know, it's coming. Dude, this version of Asia is the most educated place in the world, except for wherever I've touched. Alright, now I'm siphoning 4 ducats out of here. That's still not that much. I think I'd probably still rather just protect trade in my home trade node. It's not like money's an issue for the Aztec at Doomsday. The Aztec are still alive. What? You know, it may be worth putting forth the offer that, you know, we make pretty good overlords, just saying. And Delhi agrees. How pissed is Bahmanis? They're okay with it. Although they do want a whole bunch of their lands now. Well, buddy. Friend. Right? Yeah. So I don't know why Wumarch could possibly get it. Delhi's got a high liberty desire, which is interesting. But in the meantime, oh, I've been demanding military points. No wonder I had so much military points. I've been demanding military points from all these people. Oh. Ooh. Hey. Ha! So I've been getting 4 extra a month. Or a year. I guess that's not that much extra. Let's keep that corruption down by staying up to date in tech. And right now I want dip points, so everybody dip. Dip, dip, dip. Lend me your diplomats. I mean, you agreed to this. You don't know why you're so so pissy about it. Just saying. This is your life now. Okay. I need let's expand the old colonies. There's no reason not to go back up to 3 colonies at a time. Whoops. Did I just recall that guy? Oh, that's a colony. Oh, he's colonizing for me. Oh, look at that. Well, for himself, but you know, it's really all just for me. Widespread opposition, loses stability. K. Usugi separatists. Oh, let's ship some men over here, shall we? Wow, Usugi has Liberty Desire. Sadly, that's not next to the fort. Delhi. I see what Delhi was after. They're declaring war on Jampur because they're both tributaries now. Well, you know, good for them. Taking the initiative, learning from the best. Right? Quite honestly, it's flattering. Really though, I'd prefer you didn't have a high liberty desire, so let's just talk about it. So a little chat. But we use Korean because you're my tributary. So, you know, deal with it. Hey, Ion! I've been doing this a couple, 1 or 2 times a week. That is definitely one of the more interesting spellings of my name, though. Give you that. I'm trying to pronounce that. Isnananus. These inconveniences are terribly minor. Just gotta say. It's really not that big a deal. Delhi sent no tribute. Oh, they're playing me. Do we have time to own all Eastern religion land? Oh, easily. Let me point out what's left. Dai Viet, Usugi, and what's in Ming. All this weird crisscrossing around Ming, I took that in one war just now. Not a problem. This is going to be a relaxing game from here on out. It culminated in that war that was essentially the purpose of this session. Someone's getting attrition. Whoops. Yep, next war with Ming. I'm going to take the mandate, which will give me permanent claims on all they own. I think that'll make it cheaper to integrate Wu March too. Oh no, Ottomans. The Ottomans are fighting the Portuguese and the Brazilers and the whatever. Well, Austria grew. They were looking tiny before, but they got a little bigger. They have no friends though. So why are you allied to Portugal? Portugal must be defender of the faith. Yeah, sure, I'll claim I'm at war. Don't see why not. That said, I'm going to bring my trade ships out, hunt enemy fleets in Malacca. Let's go to South China Sea, I guess. The exotic goods of Delhi. Our court in Malacca marvels at the great number of exotic goods brought by the tributary missions from Delhi. What tributary? Enterprising officials and merchants alike have taken note of how sought after these items are, and alliances are being formed already. If we don't act quickly, it seems all but certain a smuggling ring will be set up to bring more exotic goods to the capital. Happier merchant guilds. Ooh, trade efficiency though. For corruption? I think that sounds like a pretty good deal, actually. Yeah, they'll get over it. I should be paying attention, however, to how close this disaster is to firing. Not terribly, actually. 59%. Oh, now we're showing Elan. Come on, Delhi. Chill out. Just relax. I know my dip rep is kind of trashed right now. You were not terribly greedy with that whole taking one province from Jampur thing. Suppose that's commendable. What is this? A baby rebellion? Alright, that probably gets me down under 100. Yep. Easy. Didn't I just hire that guy? Give you some monopoly charters. Influence is too low. So low. Eh. Guess I'll just pay for the expensive guy. Or slightly less expensive guy. Money and a little admin for less unrest. I already have 80,000 manpower back. I don't really care. Bring on the rebels. They show up to the party once, and then they never show up again. And a lot of these guys are just going to go away as soon as the rest of the cores finish, which is very soon. And after the cores are done, I'm going to call it. 'Cause I gotta go to bed. It is way too late. I did not expect that war to take so long. Maybe I was just too careful, I don't know. But, you know, when you're against someone who can field twice as many men as you and have infinite money, effectively, literally, infinite money, then you kind of feel compelled to be careful. Tributaries killing each other. And there it is. Overextension be damned. Oh, Tunis is in this too. Who's in this war? So the Ottomans called in all their friends to invade the Austrians. Well, considering Christianity is the only religious group that isn't within my Confucian accepted sphere, I'm okay with that. That was okay. I put up with the Nahuatl, but I won't tolerate a Christian. You just don't do that. Come on, Delhi, don't be like that. And away go the rebellions. Ooh, okay, they're under 5 as well too now. Sweet. So they were able to core up some stuff. I didn't get a single rebellion. I bet they dumped some military points into that. And I'm up to 20% trade power here naturally. Yes. Eat it, Ming. Well, don't eat the trade. That's mine. Okay. I gotta call it there. I really gotta go to bed. But yeah. Next time I'll probably come back, beat up Ming once or twice. Or, you know, 6 times. And then, well, hold on. Yeah, that's a lot. I feel like that's wrong though, because I felt like I took a lot more than 1/7 of their land. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I'll come back, beat up Ming, take all their stuff, become the Emperor of China, integrate Delhi and Wu March, consolidate the East, and maybe another trick or two up my sleeve. Anyway. Enjoy the awful border gore, and have a good night.